The Indianapolis Colts, they have their coach of the future. This is the guy that came in kind of like, I don't know if it's going to work. Eagles, it's all working great. If you're new to the channel, and by the way, they're getting more good news. So if you're new to the channel, we are Detroit Lions fans, but we have this channel and we make videos for teams that get ignored by the national media. Indianapolis Colts, perfect example of that. If you look at the record, look what's going on. They're right in the mix for the division, even kind of a little bit, but even more for a playoff run. Um, no doubt at 6-5, second in the division in the AFC, which coming into the season, if you the AFC was just loaded, and then you even got teams like the Texans showing up and Colts. I mean, it's just like, oh man, the to have the Colts in the mix is a great, great sign. But here's the news that just keeps getting better about your coach. First off, you look back at last week. In a Week 12 game against the Tampa Bay Bucks, the Colts showed what a high-functioning offense is comprised of. The ability to pass and run, consistently move the chains, and minimize negative plays. So when you hired Shane, you were thinking, we're going to get an offensive guy. We need to just get better offensively. If you're a Colts fan, you're just sitting there for the last few years, really ever since Andrew Luck retired, you're just like, yeah, what are we offensively? What are we doing? How can we get, like, you just felt stuck. And well, go figure, your owner makes the right decision by firing Frank Wright. And look at that, right? Just same thing, just stale offensively. And it's hard to lose and be bad offensively. And just, oh, it's terrible. Shane Steichen comes in and you get a guy that's good offensively, moving the chains, innovation. So you lose your starting quarterback, but you're still able to make things happen. So on the day, the Colts converted 26 series. That is their highest first down volume and their second highest drive success rate of the year. In fact, out of 360 games so far this year, only 26 offenses had a higher first down count. So this is just one game, but it proves the point of you've got the offensive innovation. That's just kind of what you need in today's NFL. You've got to be able to manufacture and figure something out. Shane Steichen has that mind to do that. And so here's the next good news. Okay, so you knew you got kind of the X's and O's and you thought you would get that. But what has been a pleasant surprise and why this is going to work going forward if you're an Indianapolis Colts fan is right here. Shane Steichen has gained the trust of the Colts locker room in his first season as head coach. Now, didn't realize the dude's 37 years old. Love it. And here's what some of the players have had to say. Shane has brought a presence of just holding people accountable. That's the standard he's put in, and it's a great standard. The pillars. I mean, everything that he says, he stands on it. Said defensive lineman Lewis, being on time, being present around the guys, adds a new dimension in the locker room. He's like an extended version of us, because if we don't believe, then man, we're all that we have. We're at the end of the day, we're all that we got. This is all that we need. So going on and on, it's kind of a random quote there, but basically he's saying, look, this guy's just come in and just owns the room, and you just needed this, and you didn't know, right? Because the Frank Wright thing I thought was just going to be so solid, and then it's like, oh, Jeff Saturday, like there's a guy he's been in the locker room. Like, no, like, it's hard to tell. Same thing with the Lions with Dan Campbell. It's like, I don't know. Is anyone going to take this guy serious? You don't know until it actually starts playing out. Now that it's playing out, you've got a coach that you can say, we've got our coach, we've got our quarterback, we think. I got to believe we do, just because he's going to be innovative enough to use Anthony Richardson when he comes back. But in the meantime, while we're in the midst of this rebuild, we're in a playoff hunt. Oh my gosh. As a Lions fan, being in plenty of rebuilds, it's just like 1-8, 2-10, you're out of it. A couple months into the season, you don't have any meaningful games. You have meaningful games and you're only getting better. The trajectory is great if you're a Colts fan. So you've got a coach that's got the X's and O's, and he's got the respect of the locker room. That is what, again, you can't just say that. You can just tell. And you can tell if you're a Colts fan that the Colts players love this guy, love playing for him. And so that's the hardest part, I think, in a rebuild is got to get the coach and got to get the quarterback. And again, those coaches that you think are home runs, Frank Wright, who just, let's just settle this down. What a good, he's just not working. Jeff Saturday. It's just not working. Go around. I mean, you could just name off coaches after coaches that it looks like it's going to work on paper, but it just doesn't for whatever reason. But this, for whatever reason, is. So this guy, I love him. Can't wait to see what the Indianapolis Colts continue to do. Again, if you're new to the channel, we make videos for teams that don't get the love nationally like they should. Colts, an unbelievable story in the AFC, but no one's talking about them. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see all of you on the next one.